One of our listeners wrote in and said that it was about our video about cleaning up issues and if you were caught lying. He was cheating on a test and got caught.
Oh.
His teacher caught him. The problem is this is not the first time she's caught him cheating. And he wants to know what he can do because he feels kind of paralyzed. He wants to deny it, but she actually has the cheat sheet that he used.
And becoming better at cheating and not getting caught is not an option?
I think that's not what he's asking for help with, and I think to be in integrity with our brands and our... And
we're about transparency. That's right. I'm Reid from ReidAboutSex.com.
I'm Cathy from theintimacydojo.com.
This is not a cheating video.
No, it's not a how to cheat
This
video.
is how to get your ass out of a tough situation since you got caught twice, my friend.
Yeah, and all of us have, I think most people have been in a position where they told a white lie and got caught, and it's really uncomfortable. And if you've gotten caught a couple times, that's really hard. Yeah.
So understand that even I, the great Reid, used to cheat on tests, and I
didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I got caught, and it was horrible. And like you're like, oh. But like it's the same thing like with shoplifting and like little things where people like human beings will do this. I'm not apologizing or making excuses. However, first, don't beat yourself up too much. Like be like, yes, I shouldn't be a cheater. That's not cool. That does not have a lot of integrity. But understand like, oh wow, okay. So now that I know that I'm just human, how do I go and be a more amazing human? And what's the growth piece here for me? How can I figure how not to be like this? And
how do I clean it up with that teacher?
Yeah, well, that's the next piece, right? Like, so it really begins with admitting that you have a problem, that you're powerless. But you have power here. Admit that you have a problem. Go to your teacher and be like, you know what? In a weird way, I'm glad you caught me because I want this to stop. And can you help me figure out how to be better at studying so I don't have to do this anymore?
Yeah, you can share that. A lot of people that cheat do it out of a shame. They're ashamed to ask. They don't know why they're not getting it, or they're struggling so much, and they want to hide it. They want to pretend that they're getting it just like their classmates are. And you might actually, in the long run, help the teacher help people more. There might be other people that are struggling with the same thing in the class, and she may not be aware of either a gap in her teaching style or something that you need to remediate so that the information lands easier.
Yeah. Well, that's tricky because now you're basically saying the reason I was cheating is because you suck as a teacher.
No, I don't mean it that way.
Okay. The first things first. Admit that you were cheating. Mm-hmm. Like, don't deny it. It's not like the the 3 laws of being a liar. Demand proof, admit nothing, and there's a third one that I can't. There's a whole saying for this. Basically, you don't want to become a better liar, so you got to cop to it. So that means admitting it and apologizing. Mm-hmm. And just apologize to the teacher, apologize to yourself, and then invite support. Mm-hmm. Do I need a tutor? Can you help me with the concept that I don't seem to be getting? Go for resources and empower yourself, because the great thing is if you can figure this out, and it might be that you just haven't figured out your learning style and how to study for you. Like, you got your PhD and you did a lot of school, a lot more than me. And so, some of the best students are the people, it's not just that learning comes naturally. They actually lucked out or figured out how they study and learn the best. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you have any study tips. Oh, great PhD engineer.
Well, I know what works for me is I set aside block time, and that's all I work on.
What's block time?
That's a time where in my schedule nothing else comes in. I don't answer phone calls. I don't turn on the TV. I don't go on Facebook. And you generally start with a short period of time, like 20, 25 minutes, and build up from there with short breaks in between. But for me, block time where nothing, I'm telling myself this is all I'm doing during that time, and just focusing on that one thing. Most of us have 15 different things coming by, and it's hard to let any one of them kind of set anchors. Mm-hmm. So for me, having block time really makes a difference on how well I learn.
understand your adult learning styles, or even if this question was written by somebody younger, like your younger learning styles, I guess. But like, are you somebody who, if you're reading and you write things and copy things, writing them out, that helps get you in your head? Studies show that writing things out helps you retain information better than typing. Your mileage may vary. Are you somebody that needs to study with a buddy and go over things verbally? Do you learn better verbally when you're moving and not just sitting at a desk? Like, there's all these little things that you probably don't know that will increase your ability to learn. And then you're dealing with, some people are great at taking tests and some people suck at taking tests.
And there's a lot more resources out there for people that have testing difficulties now. So it might be asking for help. I want to emphasize that we're talking about integrity too. This is not a legal discussion. Some colleges have a zero tolerance rule. So if you're caught cheating, that you can actually be kicked out. You may want to check in on that before, like, again, this is a discussion of integrity, not what you should legally do for the best outcome for yourself.
Depending what class this is just me pulling something out of my ass. Depending on what class this is, and if you want to apologize to the teacher, and if you really want to do this, don't promise this and then not do this. Ask them as a form of restitution that you would like to do a paper or a presentation on learning and study styles for the class, because one, that'll put your ass on the line, and then you'll have to research and learn how to learn, and then you can share it, which might help some of your other students. That's me just being a geek, because I know when my ass is on the line and I have to teach somebody something, it really helps me learn what I need to teach. That's just a crazy idea, but it might work for you, and it might help your teacher show that you really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Which, you're
wanting to change things.
Yeah. Good luck with this. Thank you so much for sending this question to us. We hope this information was useful for you. Yeah. People, listeners, interwebs, give us some resources to really good, like, learning style and study style videos or website stuff. Like, let's help this person together.
Let's crowdsource.
Yeah. Thanks.